US President-elect Donald Trump took a pointed dig at Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Tuesday, referring to him as a governor of the great state of Canada. The comments came in a post on Truth Social where Trump reminisced about their recent dinner meeting at Mar-a-Lago, Florida on the 30th of November. In his post, Trump expressed his desire to meet with Trudeau, who he referred to as the governor, again soon to continue their discussions on tariffs and trade. He emphasized that the talks would lead to spectacular results for both countries. Trump wrote, and I quote, "It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon so that we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade, the results of which will be truly spectacular for all." The dinner marked a significant moment in the context of the ongoing trade tensions between the United States and its northern neighbor. It took place just days after Trump, during his campaign for the presidency, threatened to impose large tariff hikes on both Canada and Mexico. In particular, Trump has called for a 25% tariff on all products entering the US from these countries unless they take action to curb the flow of migrants and drugs into the United States. Although Trudeau did not reveal specifics about their conversation, he described the dinner as an excellent conversation. However, Trudeau did not elaborate on whether the two discussed the potential tariffs, nor did he comment on the nature of his personal relationship with the president-elect. However, a few days after the meeting, Trump took to Truth Social again, praising the productive nature of his conversation with the Canadian leader. Trump described the meeting as very productive and highlighted that the two discussed a range of important topics, including the fentanyl crisis, illegal immigration, fair trade deals, and the trade deficit between the US and Canada. Trump noted that both countries need to work together to address these challenges, especially the fentanyl and drug crisis, which he argued has resulted in the loss of many lives due to illegal immigration. He also stressed on the importance of securing fair trade deals that would protect American workers, as well as addressing the massive trade deficit the United States has with Canada. The issue of tariffs has been a point of contention between the two countries for some time now. On Monday, Trudeau raised concerns about the impact of the tariffs, warning that Americans are beginning to realize the full cost of such measures. He pointed out that imposing tariffs would significantly increase the cost of living for everyday Americans.
Bonjour tout le monde. I had a good call with Donald Trump last night again. We obviously talked about laying out the facts, talking about how the intense and effective connections between our two countries flow back and forth. We talked about some of the challenges that we can work on together. It was a good call. This is something that we can do, laying out the facts, moving forward in constructive ways. This is a relationship that we know takes a certain amount of working on, and that's what we'll do. One of the really important things is that we be all pulling together on this. The Team Canada approach is what works. That's where, putting aside partisanship, that's where I reached out immediately to Doug Ford to agree with him that we would have a First Ministers meeting this week to talk about the United States. Talked with François Legault and some other premiers as well. There's work to do, but we know how to do it.
Trump's proposed 25% tariff on all goods entering the United States from Canada and Mexico is tied to his demands for both the countries to take action to reduce the flow of migrants and drugs across the borders. These tariffs, if implemented, could have wide-reaching economic implications for Canada and Mexico, which are two of the United States' largest trading partners. Trudeau, however, reiterated Canada's stance that it would retaliate if these tariffs are enforced, signaling that the trade relationship between the US and Canada could face significant challenges in the coming years. The exchange highlights the growing tensions between the two countries over trade, immigration, and economic policies, as well as larger political shifts under Trump's leadership. As both leaders prepare for more discussions, the outcome of these talks could reshape the future of US-Canada relations.